Yeah, that big long filament that I showed last week decided to arc over the limb, and that's what you're seeing there. Let me see if I can see if I have an image somewhere from the other day. Uh, I'm going to open that image and put it in front of the viewing window if it ever opens. Open with PaintShop Pro 15. Okay, so let's see what happens. Hopefully I can have all these programs running at the same time. I haven't seen PaintShop Pro 15 show up yet. Oh, mag screen. I can't see you yet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to move. I don't want it full screen. Now I can see you. Hi, Connie. Well, like I told Alistair, I'm not gambling. I've only opened the lower shutter to the point where it gets ready to trip the limit switch to retract it into the upper shutter. So as long as the sun's low enough, I can look at it. Tomorrow, I'm going to play with it some more. This is the image from last, I think it was Thursday. And you can see this big long filament. And that has moved onto the limb of the sun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this picture off. Oh, come on, minimize. And what you're seeing on the limb is that filament now along the edge of the sun. You go to the positive. I know Rock is on. I haven't seen what Rock is doing. He looks like he's playing with a. Why is Rock playing with a micro? Okay. Oh, so Rock shut down. Okay. Okay. Hello, Rock. I see you're on now. So if you can give me some tips and hints and guidance on the StarVision, I'll do it. 2014? Wow. I was telling Connie and Alistair that, yeah, I'm in the dome, but I told them, I said, I think the issue is there's a limit switch when you go to close the shutters. It transfers power when the shutter sandwich, the two shutters fully close, it then transfers power to retract the lower shutter. I think that limit switch was bad, or it had some corrosion buildup, even though it had gold contacts. When I bench tested it yesterday, it seemed like it was sporadic. So it's possible that, and since it's mounted on the outside of the observatory near the top, it's possible that was the issue. So I replaced that limit switch, and I got 3 more coming just in case. But today, because I only have to open the lower shutter to the point where it actually trips the limit switch to open the upper shutter, I'm low enough that I don't have to open the upper shutter. So I'm not playing with that. The problem is you have to look. I have to show you a picture of the limit switch tomorrow when we Skype. it's behind, I don't know if I can get to the contacts, the little gold contacts. It's a single single position dual throw switch. There's two pairs of contacts, one normally closed, one normally open, and when you toggle it, then it transfers the power from one pair of contacts to the other. And they're behind a plastic cover. I don't know if I can get to the contacts. I just find it easier for 24 bucks a piece to buy 4 limit switches and change them out as I need to. Let me go back to the inverse view. Hi, Bob. Right now we're at 200% zoom. Well, I'll go to something ludicrous. Let me go to 400. Let me see what it looks like. It's probably going to be pixelated like you wouldn't believe. Okay. Yeah, it's 400. Let me drop it back to about 3. That's 300. I won't know until tomorrow, Bob. I sent a big long epistle to the people at Explorer Dome this weekend, and they haven't responded yet. I think I've discovered the problem. I think it's a limit switch that wasn't making good contact when it was toggled from one position to the other. And I changed it out just now, but I'm able to observe the sun only because the sun is below the bottom of the lower shutter. Oh, well. I can go to something stupid like 1,000 and see what that does. Maybe not. Maybe I can't go to 1,000. Nope. Let me go to 400. So why do they give you the option of going higher than 400 if you can't get there? I mean, that's 500 right there. So right now I'm at 5x zoom. Rock, for your information, I have gamma at 1.41. Contrast is max at 2. The black is at minus 54. Sharpness is at 12. And I don't have noise or 3D noise engaged. There's a positive. So let me see. If I change exposure, what does that do? Okay, let's get, now I'm at almost, let me go to 450 milliseconds. Nope, maybe 400. Yep, that's 400 milliseconds, Rock, at 500 times zoom. Let me go back to the negative. You can see detail inside that prom. Let me try increasing the sharpness. I'm at 12. I'm going to go to, go something. No, that's too much. That's when it gets really, yeah. I'm going to stack. Nope, this is at f6, native f ratio of the scope. Make sure I'm still, yep, right in the center of the shutters. Okay. Now this is all native f6, no Barlow. I'm using the optical zoom on the scope. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to a 100. And let me go back to a short exposure of 12. No. And go back to a positive. Yep, I need to go longer than 12 milliseconds. Okay. That's 25 milliseconds at 100 times zoom, normal. Rock has the Coronado. I have the Lunt152 that I'm using today. Have the double stack on. I also have a Lunt80 that I brought to Rocks. And I just ordered the sodium D quark from Daystar. It'll be interesting to see what happens with that, how that works out. Let me zoom in on the limb. I just pushed the sharpness back up to about 30. Rock, what do you think of this image of the sun? What can I do to tweak it? If I change the blank level, no, 54 was good. I took off this. I was stacking 3. I just took them off. I didn't even bother to focus. I'm assuming that it's focused. This is where I left the scope last Thursday. Yeah, I figured I'd come out to the dome and try a little short of session. The Rock, the tree trimmer, called me as soon as I got in the dome. And he'll be over in a second to discuss when he's going to start cutting the trees down. Yes, Rock. You were saying something? Yeah, well, it won't be cheap, but I'm having at least 43 trees cut down, including the big magnolia that's just to the northwest of the dome. I can barely see Polaris through the trees. And once anything gets to the western side of the meridian in the north, it's gone until it clears that magnolia and the big water oak that's in the backyard. So I will be cutting all of those down. Yeah, the magnolia is probably 80 feet tall, and it's only 50 feet from the observatory, so it blocks pretty well. If you look at my all-sky camera, you see the water oak in it. See you later, Rock. Glad you could stop by. I'm going to gradually increase the exposure, and we can look at that feature right at 9 o'clock and see if that's where a prom will come out. Yep. Wow, look at it. Look at that tree. It's split. Let me go to the negative real fast. Am I robbing your nap time, Rock? Or is dinner calling you? Well, I gotta go. Eric's here. I'm broadcasting on the internet. I got a bunch of people all over the world looking at this broadcast. Well, I'm going to sign off for now because the tree guy's here. Talk to you later. Bye for now. You didn't see the view of the sun in the solar scope. I don't know if you want to take a quick look. When I was broadcasting, come on here and look at the screen. But that's the sun. There's some big, huge prominences coming off the edge. That's a negative view. And you go to positive, that's the positive. And if you shorten the exposure to something really, that's the surface of the sun. Wow. That's the wife calling saying, you're here. I know he's here. Okay, bye-bye.
This is really nice.
That's why the trees have got to go.
I understand.
I'm going to leave that alone for now. It's not going anywhere.